Yeah.
Yep, it's the only time I believe.
The only time, yeah. So, well,
Really?
until 2026, I guess, right?
Yeah, 2026.
Got to stay
And then,
positive.
yeah, 2026 and then 2030.
Yeah. It's going to be Alphonso Davies's World Cup, so.
Yeah, and Jonathan David's too.
He's going to be in for a big move this summer, I think.
Yeah, Jonathan David. Yeah, because I think he's at Genk right now. Genk, and really, Genk has offered him all that they can right now. So, like, it's time for him to move on, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. If he wants to get to the Alphonso Davies level, he has to.
Yeah.
Yeah, where do you think he's going?
Somebody said on Twitter yesterday that Borussia Mönchengladbach in Germany were after him, and they're in the Champions League next year.
Okay.
So I think that would be a good move for him. The German league is like really, really the place to be for young talent, it seems right now. But I wouldn't mind seeing him turn up at Tottenham.
Hi, Carlos.
Tottenham.
Yeah.
Hi, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, Carlos.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Good.
How's it going?
Good.
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. How you doing?
We're doing good. Just talking about Jonathan David.
Yeah.
Did you find a club yet?
Where he might go to Gladbach.
So why do you think that the Bundesliga is good for younger players right now?
They just seem to be getting the opportunity more than elsewhere. Like, I mean, in England just seems to be, they always seem to go for established talent. It's because in England it's really about like immediate success.
Because of the money.
Yeah, exactly. And you'll see like that's why managers get fired so quickly. Whereas in Germany they seem to be a little bit more patient. That's why you've got all that English talent like Sancho and stuff like that heading over there. It's just they're going to get more game time. So,
Gabriel Jesus went to Man City, and the first season they burned him.
Yeah, exactly.
And he struggled a lot. He was like pretty young because he won the Libertadores with Palmeiras. And he was so good. He was just like the top scorer of the tournament, and that's how they signed him. The first season, I remember, it was like 3 years ago. He struggled, and then he got injured. So they were about to sell him to another club, but he refused it. So he stayed, and he kind of like proved them wrong. And Pep was the manager, so he kind of come with that school from Spanish. So they kind of like, they know how to produce like the young talent. But as Anthony was saying, like, I don't think the Premier League is good for any player. Like, they can go to either Germany or either Italy too. Italy is doing so good. If you see, I was watching the Cagliari game that Simeone's on. He's unreal. He's only 24. He's turning 25 today, and they disallow him a goal. So Italy is doing good for young talent too.
Simeone, the coach's son, the Atletico Madrid coach's son?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's really cool.
His son, like, you check it out. Go go on YouTube and watch Simeone's son in Cagliari. He's killing it there. Like, he's scoring every week, and he's only 24. He turned 25 today.
Yeah.
So do you find that those leagues play a little bit more adventurously than let's say the Premier League? Because a lot of the Premier League teams, particularly towards the lower end of the table or the mid table, they're kind of like defensive, and they're just trying to like maybe nick something from a corner or a long ball or something like that.
It's a different style. Like, you gotta see where the player's coming from, right? For a player like Canada has a very similar style to the Premier League. I think like the ball is always in the air. And while I have so much respect for the Premier League, but it's not one of my top leagues because I'm more like, I enjoy the football, I enjoy the tactics, hi Chris, and everything. So I like the ball on the ground, like, those plays. So that's just my particular taste. That doesn't mean that I'm right or wrong, but it's just my taste. So I feel like a lot of young players, they get used to some kind of players. So when they go to the Premier League, they have particular styles. So that's how they struggle a little bit. That's my perspective only.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think it's the English game is like way more fast paced than
it is. Yeah.
So in Germany and I think stuff like, you've got more time on the ball, so you kind of learn to develop your skills a little bit better. In England, you don't get much time on the ball because it's a high press, high pressure kind of game. So that's why you might see like the longer ball being played and stuff like that. It's just to clear your lines and stuff like that. So I think if I was a younger player, like I'd rather be in Germany or Italy where I actually going to develop, and like, so that way if you ever did move to England, you'd have the skill to have the time on the ball. You make that space for yourself.
If you wanna check, this is for you, Jack. You should watch the movie Goal. Have you seen it?
Goal?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have, but
You guys should watch it.
But I'm running out of soccer movies and documentaries to
Yeah.
watch during this quarantine. So
You will like the movie because that's the best soccer movie I ever seen. So, and
Okay,
it's about
Goal.
it's a goal. Yeah, it's about an immigrant from Mexico that he was illegal in the States with his family, and he was so good in soccer and how he got signed by Newcastle United, the best club in England. Sorry, guys, but it's pretty good. I recommend you to watch it. Like, you will like it. Like, it's perfect Sunday. Watch it with your family. It's good. It's even people that don't enjoy much about football, like they love the movie.
You need to. There's it's a classic movie called Escape to Victory, and it's got
Victory.
Yeah, it's got Pele. It was released back in the 80s.
Yeah, that was good too.
Sylvester Stallone's in it too, and it's an amazing movie. It's set like in during World War II, and it's an amazing movie. You should watch it.
That movie is good too. Yeah.
And I just want to get this straight. So, Carlos, you like Newcastle, right?
I'm a Madrid fan, but from the EPL, I don't have any team, but I have a soft spot for Newcastle United.
Okay, and then Anthony, you like Tottenham, right?
Yep.
And Chris, you like Man U, right?
Oh yeah.
So there's a wolf and a blue lion in here too.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm still sore about when Tottenham when they nixed Ajax from the.
Yeah,
I thought they were going to go all the way, and then that Lucas Moura just like 2 minutes left, 1 minute left.
It was in stoppage time. It was in like extra time.
Yeah.
I was at work watching that, and there was like clients there, and I had to go out to the back and just scream my head off when Lucas Moura scored that goal, so I didn't get the trouble. But it was an incredible game. But like, I'm still trying to recover from it. I think the team's still trying to recover because we're doing so bad this year. So
you think that Mourinho, like, next season, he'll have time to build a squad according to what he wants? Because you guys sack. What do you think about it?
He's good in the second season. Apparently, he's good in the second season, but I'm not sure. I don't like Mourinho. So
he already looks like he's angry and pissed off. Like, I think he's just every time he goes somewhere, it's going to be shorter and shorter and shorter. And then just realize that the guy's like he's
a money guy. Like, he likes to spend money because he likes to bring players in, but like, unfortunately, he's got a chairman that doesn't like to spend money. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do, because they probably need to, like, that team. I was looking at a stat the other day. Harry Redknapp was saying that like, Liverpool were behind Tottenham, I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago, and then Liverpool went out and bought like the best goalkeeper in the world, and they bought like probably the best defender in the world, and now they're champions, and Tottenham are in 10th. So rather than us kicking on with that team and like bringing players in to make it better, we just kind of stuck with the same squad, and it's past the sell by like the whole defense.
But he must have known that going in, because that was Pochettino's issue, right? Like, I mean, that's what they were talking about then.
I think he was probably like, I feel like he was probably like, Daniel Levy he's a very good salesperson, so I think he probably sold him on the project, but whether he's going to back him up is a totally different story. So, and Mourinho's still probably getting paid like a lot of money to be there, right? So I'm sure he's just like, whatever. Like, if I get sacked, I'm still walking out of here with like £6 million or whatever, right? So.
I read that. Oh, you go.
You sure, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay. No, in our discussion group, Anthony, we were just talking about that. It's either going to be Jose, or they're going to have to sell Dele Alli, Harry Kane, because if Jose is going to want to build a team in his image, and Levy's only going to put up 60, 70, 80 million, he's going to want 200 to 300 million if he's going to be able to build a project in his image, right? So I think that it's going to be a choice. I can't guarantee he's even there next year. I know you guys said he's getting a second season, but I mean, remember that start to the season with Chelsea when they were in 16th or something and they sacked him. I can see that happening next year too.
I think just because of money, they'll probably give him the first couple of months of the season, but it's a huge season for Tottenham. The fact that we're 10th the season after getting to the Champions League final is a disgrace, to be perfectly honest, and the club's just a little bit mismanaged right now.
Do you think building the stadium was a mistake? Because I've been reading a lot of Spurs fans saying it looks bad now, but in hindsight,
I don't. To be honest with you, this is a problem even before the stadium issue. A good club should have on their balance sheet, they should have the players on one side and the stadium, the big assets like that, projects separate. So it shouldn't be an issue. But the stadium is definitely not a mistake. It's an amazing thing. We needed to upgrade to compete with the likes of Arsenal and stuff like that. You need to have 65,000 people coming in every week or every 2 weeks. But it's just they run it like a business, whereas a lot of other clubs run theirs Man City and stuff like that, Man United, they're perpetually in debt, and they just seem to be able to manage their debts better. Whereas Tottenham run it like a business, and they want to be in profit every year, right? So football's not an easy sport to make a lot of money in. So it's a fine balance, but you have to invest every now and again. And spending last summer, spending 50 million on a player might sound like a lot of money, but when you need somebody of like Paul Pogba's kind of stature, you need to spend a bit more, right? And it's not just one player that we needed. We needed probably 5 or 6. So,
but this is the thing, though. If you guys want to bring a project, a lot of fans want immediate results, and the project, it's a long term, But the Premier League is so competitive that if you aim to having a successful project, and they're gonna continue with Jose, what I think is at least they should aim to be in the top 4 next season.
Oh, big time.
Showing hints that yes, let's keep backing up this project. So next season we're gonna be one of the top ones. That happened to Man City. When Guardiola arrived, everybody was thinking that we're gonna be unbeatable because he came from Bayern Munich, and Bayern Munich were champions and they dominated the league. But in the Premier League is different. Yeah. So he recognized that he needed a year just to kind of mess it up professionally, mess it up to understand the league, because his style of game, he had to completely change it. So if you were having a project with Tottenham, which I think it's more suitable, to have a new image, and I think Arsenal should be following that step as well, because I think that they need to rebuild. With Tottenham, I feel if they're gonna back up Mourinho, they need to have to be at least in the top 4.
Oh, but that's the goal for everybody, right? But I would have preferred, and it's kind of too late now, but I would have preferred him to go for a Wolves manager. I felt he's done such a great job there.
Nunes Benito?
Yeah, he's done a great job with he's had a pretty decent budget. Don't get me wrong, but the tools he's had, he's done a great job, and he's taken a club should be a contender to being a contender. Whereas I just feel we're going backwards. And you always get that kind of, when you get a new manager in, you always kind of get that couple of months where everything's going well and you start winning games and all that stuff. Same happened to Ollie when he became Man United manager. And
it's doing it right now, man.
Yeah,
even everybody right now is just we need to wait till next year before we start to commit to him long term. And it's to what you're saying. And we've never had Mourinho's never had that. It's been the same mess that we had under Pochettino, because the squad just isn't good enough. That's the problem.
And especially with Harry Kane might be leaving because everybody wants him to leave. Well, other fans, because a lot of people think that if he wants to win trophies, like a club trophy, he needs to go to a different team. And also, well, a lot of clubs want him, and I don't think he wants to stay at Tottenham anymore, unless Daniel Levy, like you said, he's a good persuader kind of salesperson, unless Daniel Levy convinces him to stay.
I can see, to be perfectly honest, knowing the way that Tottenham works, is that And Harry Kane hasn't been playing as well as what he has been. They'll probably might want to sell him to get the maximum amount of money they can for him, and then use that money to reinvest. I personally think it's a huge mistake to do that. But I mean, you also have to look at Harry Kane. He's 27 now. He's not a kid anymore. And when you're England captain and all that kind of stuff, like, you want to win the big trophies. And unfortunately, the way that Tottenham are situated right now, he's not going to do that. So I just hope that he doesn't end up at Man United. That's the one team that I want him to go to. Or Arsenal, obviously. But I'd like to see him have the guts to go to, like, if he's going to leave, like, go to Real or go to Barcelona or somewhere. That's where I'd like to see him go.
That's what I was saying. It would be really cool to see him take that dive to Spain, or even go to Italy or something where the league's a little bit slower. A Harry Kane in Serie A would be just unbelievable.
Oh, amazing!
You guys should bring Cavani. That fits into the Spurs game. Like, I see, like, he's a profile that you guys need. I know he's not spring chicken, but
that's the problem.
Cavani could go to Atletico Madrid. I'd like to see him go to Atletico.
That's what I saw too. Yeah, that's what I saw too. Was Atletico, which would be remarkable.
There's no resale value, and normally when Tottenham are looking to buy players, they want somebody with a resale value. So I can't see them going and spending 250 grand, and they won't pay that sort of wages either. They're not going to get, like, they've got a wage structure, and I think the top earners on 200,000 a week or something like that. So Cavani's going to want big money wherever he goes to.
Yeah. Wow.
You did say Atletico Madrid and not Atletico Ottawa, right?
Yeah, Atletico
Madrid. We could be in trouble if he ends up in Ottawa, right? So
the real Atletico.
That'll be game over.
Put it this
way.
The
real Atletico.
The league would be in good shape if he was coming to Atletico.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, even with all of our new signings, I think we could win the league. But if Cavani came to Atletico, I'd hope for a second.
Chris, do you remember that rumor that was Diego Forlan was coming to the CPL? I laughed so much. I was like, come on, guys. Really?
That started even before the Atletico Ottawa rumors, remember?
Yeah, that was the beginning of the CPL last year.
Very beginning. I think he had just a general interest in the league. Yeah.
How old is he?
He's got to be 39, 40.
Yeah, 39, 40. Yeah.
But he's a manager now. He's coaching Peñarol.
Yeah.
And you know that he's a big fan. Like he's from the academies there, so it's a big Peñarol fan. And now, like, he was doing before COVID, like, he was doing, like, great there as a coach. Yeah. But the fact that people were believing that he was coming here, I was like, come on, guys.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But Arjen Robben came out of retirement. I was happy about that because I really like him, especially since I was starting to base my game on him. And then he goes into retirement. I'm like, no, he can't. And I'm like, no, don't go into retirement. I don't want you to go into retirement. I want you to keep playing at the best level that you can. Ribery and Arjen Robben were so good at Bayern.
Oh, they were unstoppable. Like, that team was incredible, to be honest.
I always said that Robben, like, he was like a European player with a Latino soul. The way that he moves, that I always said, yeah, but he's such a diver. Well, every South American player is like that, but I don't care. Like,
he's good and the bad.
Yeah, he was just good. Like he was like a South American player soul into a European body. That, like an avatar. That was how to me Arjen Robben was, and he, to me, like, he was one of the best ones. And now that he's come back from retirement, he wants to bring this I forgot his name, the number Snyder.
Yeah.
He wants to bring Snyder to the same club.
Yeah,
so
I saw that too. Yeah.
I would love to see that.
Well, Snyder looked like he got out of shape real fast.
I don't know if he ever was in shape.
They'll probably try and bring Bergkamp back as well, right? You might go the whole hog, right? Just bring everybody back.
Ribery.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was one of my favorite stories out of COVID, was Robben coming out of retirement, because it came out of nowhere.
I didn't even see that. I'm just looking at it now. I actually didn't realize that he had.
Yeah. What was it? I guess the start of the week this week?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I feel like it was really new.
Boyhood club. Groningen.
That's,
Yeah.
And
that's kinda
I
nice.
told me, I was like, yes.
So yeah, it should be nice because he'll have more time on the ball and
Yeah.
you know like
Playing at a high level,
it
just
should be
maybe
good. Yeah.
a bit more, like not as high level as like Bayern or anything, but still a high level and like not too, like he doesn't, maybe not all that pressure to win the, like do great in the Champions League and all of that stuff. He'll be happy
Well, I know
that
what you're
he's
saying.
not like,
He's just going there to set a foundation. Like it's his boyhood
Yeah.
club. So
Yeah.
he's just going back to help out to keep them going because I think they've been in pretty good form. I know Anthony's got his eyes on the phone, so he probably sees it more than me. I think they're what, 6th, 7th?
He needs to double check it.
Yeah.
No, I'm
I'm
actually just reading the Wikipedia thing about him coming back. Like I didn't realize that he was.
It's incredible.
I'm still astonished. Like I mean, the rest of us during COVID were watching Netflix. This guy's like coming out of retirement to go and play the high level football again. It's like amazing. So,
but it's cool because, like I said, it was one of my favorite stories because you could see other guys doing this now next season. There could not be fans at clubs next season. I know kit sales alone. They're going to sell a ton of Robin jerseys next season and this season. So like that income alone is going to really help a club out when they're not making ticket sales or concession sales. So I think you might see it happen a lot more around the world. And with all this talk about Messi even going back home to where he's Estudiantes, I think is where he used to play.
Yeah, I think Maradona also played there,
Yeah.
I believe. I can't remember the exact name of the club, but I feel like Maradona played there too.
Yep.
It's Newell's Old Boys.
That's it.
Newell's Old Boys, yes.
What the hell am I talking about?
He won't survive there.
Carlos is our resident South American expert. That's why we keep him around.
Everything. But no, I think we've seen it over the years, anyways. But I think you're going to see it now more commonly, and I think with this happening, you're going to see it immediately. And with Robin doing what he's doing, I think hopefully he's going to inspire some guys. Like you said, I'd love to see Frank Ribery one more lap. Why not?
Yeah.
I think it's also like that they're like he's 36, but he still looks like he's in really good shape. And I think sometimes people regret the decision. Like he obviously had a few months out of football and then just decided that I miss it. Like because it's your whole life, right? I mean, like these guys have been playing football since they were kids. And then you're 36, which isn't that old. I know it sounds old, Jack, but it's not that old. And you just you've got like another 40 years of not playing football. You want to kind of stay there as long as you can. And he's probably just felt that his body, whatever was troubling him before, probably just doesn't feel as bad as what it did. So I think that's a really cool story.
They dominated. Yesterday I was watching, I was cleaning my apartment and I just put the stream and watch ESPN South American version. And they were doing the reruns like in 30 minutes of the Champions League finals. And it was the one in 2012 when Ribery and Robert play against Chelsea in 2000 and Chelsea won. That was a great match and Robin fell the penalty and Ribery scored a great goal then. And as you said, like those two, like it's its only choice because if you want to like see their prime, like 2012 Bayern Munich, 2012, 2013, because in 2013 was against Borussia Dortmund when Klopp was the manager for Borussia. He lost that final and Robin scored. That's why.
Yeah, and Pep Guardiola was the manager then, right?
Yeah, like it just.
I love that manager battle because Klopp has always Klopp and Pep have always been like have always coached the two top teams and they're always battling it out. And now Klopp's before Pep's team was a bit ahead, now Klopp's team is a bit ahead. It's like one for one.
And Mourinho's there thinking, why not me?
Yeah. He's like, what have I let myself in for here?
He used to be in that conversation,
Yeah, a long time ago. So, Jack, what do you think about the rumors of Messi going to Juventus to play alongside Ronaldo?
I would, because before in earlier years, I think there's like a lot of great players out there, but there's only one like true that everyone says is the best player in the world, and now there are two of them, and I think it'd be really historical and really good. It would be really fun if they both went to the same club.
I don't think they could do that.
I don't think they'd do that, but I
Yeah.
think it'd be really cool if they
I
did
don't think
that.
there's any chance.
That'll be cool because that way, if they do it and they win it, they're gonna say like, yeah, you know, that rivalry, Cristiano make Messi win another trophy, you know, out of the league, outside another team or something.
Messi-
So
Messi-
the rivalry will still there.
I just can't see Messi leaving Barcelona. I know there's rumors of him being not too happy with the way that the season's gone and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I
I think he threatened to leave, but I think he'd just go to Newell. I don't think he'd go to Juve.
Was the Cosmos the last team that had the 2 best players in the world on it?
That was Pelé and Beckenbauer.
And Best.
Yeah, that was the Cosmos, yeah.
Not Beckenbauer. George Best.
George Best.
George Best. No, George Best never played. He played for I think he played for San Jose, I think.
I thought he. Oh yes, Earthquakes.
Yeah, it's Beckenbauer.
2 airs on the air.
Yeah.
Look, you got me caught slacking, Jack.
All right,
Oh,
so
yeah.
why don't you, because we're kind of into things, but I know you wanted to kind of do like a little introduction first. So why don't we do that, and then we'll
Oh, you guys didn't even
we'll
do
do
that
things
yet.
backwards, right?
Yeah, we'll do things backwards. You can just put this at the end and say like, and we have a special EPL soccer banter edition or something like that.